Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're in Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin, searching for bass and walleye.
Hey, John Gillespie!
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy moly! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, up in Land O'Lakes, and this is really kind of a neat area up here. Land O'Lakes is in Wisconsin, and you go one block north, you're in Michigan, the UP, right?
Exactly.
Now, this area, you've been fishing up here quite a bit, Matt, and you've found some real clear water lakes up here that have both smallmouth and walleyes.
Yep, absolutely, John. There's really good lakes right over the border in Michigan, and there's a ton of them. I mean, I pretty much like to look from Land O'Lakes down to 3 Lakes, Eagle River, and pretty much draw like a 30-mile circle around that, and there's so many good lakes up here.
Now, Blake, you love smallmouth fishing, and there's some big ones in this lake.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I can't wait for today.
Hey, we'll have fun. Hey, folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this.
The Lure Lock tackle box system is the best way to organize your bait.
Hey, you got to check this out, Blake. You know, crankbaits are really expensive. With Lure Lock, they stay in place all the time. The paint doesn't chip, my hooks stay sharp. This is really the way to go.
For more information, go to lurelock.com.
Folks, with all the rain we've had this summer, what does that mean, Jack?
There's lots of black flies, mosquitoes, and lots of ticks.
So what do?
We use Coleman insect repellent.
And the reason, Henry, that we use Coleman insect repellent is they have a formula for everyone in the family. For the littler kids like Jack and Christina, I like the Skin Smart DEET Free. And I just put a little bit of that on them in the morning, and that gives them 8 hours of protection. Right, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay, Henry, for you and I, we're a little bit bigger, so we use the insect repellent that is called
The Sportsman formula.
Sportsman formula. It has 40% DEET in it. I put it like on you and on your legs like that, buddy. And what does that do?
That protects us from the bugs.
For 8 hours.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X2. Purpose-built for exploring tight technical terrain. And boasting next-level versatility. No other side-by-side delivers this level of proven off-road performance. The all-new Wolverine X2 from Yamaha.
Welcome back, folks. As I mentioned, we're in Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin, and we're going to fish 2 or 3 different lakes today, which is kind of fun. We're starting out at Crystal Clear Lake, so we're getting an early start. And for the bass today, we're going to be using, this is a good little bait. What is this?
Yeah, the weenie worm. I like to rig it on a jig head or drop shot it, John.
Yeah, and I'm going to start out with a Wacko. But what I like about this Kalen's Wacko jig is it's weedless, and I get a little faster fall on it.
Yep, you can pull through the rocks and the weeds, and yes, it makes them react a little bit when you're throwing a 16th or a 3/32 Wacko jig on it.
And Blake, you are?
Kalen's Grub and Google Eye Jig.
And why do you like that? You just reel that in and it covers a lot of water?
Yep, slow retrieve, and that glass rattle really attracts the fish.
It is interesting. You get up early in the morning, these fish are cruising flats, aren't they?
Oh yeah,
You need the
look
net,
at these.
Matty?
It's not a giant, but boy, do they pull like tanks.
Yeah, they do. And they're well-built fish. But no, you get up early in the morning and in the evening, you know, you fish these, you can fish these fish in 3 to 6 feet of water on flats, right?
Oh yeah, they love. I mean, anytime you find, there's a lot of rock and sand in here, and that's where crayfish are, and that's where you're gonna find smallmouth. I mean, doesn't matter what time of the year it is.
Stand up and catch the fish. Stand up and catch the fish.
I wasn't expecting that.
Why?
I don't know. I put that Wacko on.
Oh, Blake. Blake.
I think he just caught my
Blake
fish
just-
I missed.
You missed one, and now he's got, what is this, a good one, Matt?
No, little baby.
Little teensy.
Giant
wow.
rock bass. Look at the size of
see
that
that
one.
thing.
Look at this thing.
And you know what? Rob Mantha and I talk about this all the time. People don't think those are bad to eat. They're not. They're
Delicious. They got super white meat.
good. Yeah. All right, Matty B.
Oh, here's a nice fish.
Blake, get that
Blake, I
net
need
there,
the net.
Blake. Get that
Need
net
the
there,
net.
Blake.
This is a nice fish.
Ooh,
Nice
Matty B.
fish.
Yeah, nicely done, buddy.
Get him.
There we go.
Oh, baby.
Hey, that's a nice one, Matt.
Oh, yeah, look at that
Look
fish.
at the build on that, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's what that drop shot is an interesting system. You can fish that on all different depths, right?
Yep, and I like to, you can fish it shallow, you can fish it deep. I like to vary the length of the leader in clear water. I like to fish a really long lead, get the bait up off the bottom so those fish can see it better.
Yeah, way to go there, Blake.
Nice job.
Ooh, this looks
Now
like
keep
a nice
pressure on
one.
him. Keep pressure on that fish. Oh, yes.
Drag screamer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blake,
Look at
that's
that.
a beautiful smallmouth right
Beast.
there. Look
That
at
is a
that.
beauty. Wow. That was a cruiser.
And what do you mean by cruiser, Matt? They're cruising these flats?
Yeah, these fish, smallmouth, believe it or not, everyone thinks they go deep in the summertime, but there's a lot of them that stay shallow based on where the bait is. You get this sand, rock, gravel mix. You catch these fish
I got
shallow.
one.
John's
I got
hooked
one.
up. John's hooked up.
Ooh,
Right.
it's a nice fish.
Right.
Ooh, Matty. There you go.
I like it. I like it. I like them smallmouth.
There we go. Just pass them back here. And we're going to talk a little bit about how we're working these wacky worms. But Blake, I think pound for pound, there's not a better fighting fish. You know that?
No. And I was asking you earlier, why are they so light?
Well, they'll change colors. I mean,
Yeah.
we're kind of in a sand type bottom here with sparse weeds.
Okay.
And if those fish will hang out on rocks, they'll actually get darker. Folks, my rule of thumb for fishing these wacko worms is I'll use that weedless jig head if I'm fishing in 5 feet of water or more. And these are really pretty easy to work. You just cast them out and let it slowly fall. And as it's going down, I'll just twitch my rod a little bit like that, and that worm's going like that as it's falling. And Matt, again, you don't have to work this all the way back to the boat, do you?
Yeah, John, especially in the clear water. Third of the way back, reel it back in, fire it back out, because most of your bites come in that initial drop or the first couple cadences that you're popping it and shaking it.
Ooh, another one on the weenie worm, on the weenie. Ooh, here he comes, Blakey.
He's bulldogging.
Ooh, nicely done, Matt.
Nice.
You know, that weenie worm is
Munched
something
it.
else, you know, and I was telling you before that Rob will actually put that on a goggle eye jig, and he will catch walleyes on it too.
Yeah, I love it. It's got that little spade tail and it just flicks, whether it's on the bottom on a jig or on a drop shot. But
And there are definitely
fish.
days when they want that smaller bait.
oh,
I've
they
seen it.
they love that small profile, especially in clear water. I mean, it looks more natural. I
And I'm
think.
talking largemouth too.
Yep.
Oh, you are hot there, buddy. Ooh, that is a dandy.
Yeah, he's a chunk
That
rocker.
is a big fish. Ooh, yeah, Blake.
Oh, sheer power.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that barely fit the
Matty
net.
B, that is a gorgeous fish, buddy.
Oh,
Wow.
Holy cow. And you know what's interesting, Matt? You know, we had a cloudy morning to start out with.
Yep.
And now that the sun is up, these fish seem to be more active.
Yeah, I've seen it with smallmouth, John. They like the sun a lot of times, and it'll pull them up on this shallow rock and sand. And boy, even broke the drop leader on the dropper there.
How
on the
big
drop.
is that fish?
It's a 19-inch fish.
I mean, 4?
Yeah.
Well, we switched gears here a little bit to try for some walleyes, Matt, and I actually think I might have a walleye here. Here he comes. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice walleye there. Whoa, get him in the well. Here, I'll just flip him in. But yeah, we decided we go to a little bit deeper water and give walleyes a try. And we've been at it for about 20 minutes. Oops, that's a perfect eater size walleye right there, Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Another walleye here in the back of the boat, Matty B. He ripped that too. I mean, he hit it hard.
Nice job.
And it was, you can always tell when your line jumps, you know what I mean? Okay, get him in there, Matty B. Hold him up, buddy. Oh, I will. You can go ahead. Go ahead. No, that's, there you go.
T-boned it,
but,
too.
you know, that hit is so neat. It's like a tick, you know, and you see your line jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah, beautiful fish.
Isn't that a gorgeous walleye?
Especially in the middle of the day.
We were fishing the lakes of Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin, a 4.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 5.5 hours from Chicago, and 4.5 hours from Minneapolis.
The Kalen's Google Eye swim bait features a built-in glass rattle in the head that puts off awesome vibration and noise. Also features a wire keeper that locks on your favorite soft plastic paddle tail. The Kalen's Google Eye swim bait, available in 4 sizes and 4 colors.
I switched to the Evinrude E-Tech G2 3 years ago, and I'll tell you what, the raw power in this engine just blows me away. The whole shot, even with a 21-foot fiberglass boat, gets me up on plane just like a jet engine. And even with all that torque and power, I get the best gas mileage in the industry. And listen to this, there's no oil changes, and the E-Tech G2 winterizes itself with the push of a button. There's no scheduled maintenance for the first 5 years, and Evinrude has the best customer coverage package available. The E-Tech G2 is built right here in Wisconsin. For a dealer near you, go to evinrude.com.
As much as we're on the water, my dad has me changing the lower unit oil more than once a year. And every time it's such a mess.
Well, we may actually have the answer for that. Amsoil's Marine Gear Lube now comes in this easy pack that'll take that entire mess away.
Let me see.
All right. Okay, to use this thing, you simply insert the nozzle into the lower unit. We've already have this one drained. Rotate the bag one time. And then go ahead and squeeze the gear lube into the motor. And once it comes out the vent hole here on the top, it's full. Just like that. I'll go ahead and put the plug back in. Get the other plug in it real quick.
Wow, that was simple.
All you need is a drain pan, an Allen wrench, and the Amsoil Easy Pack.
For more information, go to amsoil.com. The Lure Lock Tackle Box system is the best way to keep your baits in great shape.
You know, this system is really awesome, Blake. You never want dull hooks on your crankbaits when you're fishing. With the TackLogic technology, your baits stay in shape and your hooks stay really sharp, so you won't miss that big one on your next fishing trip.
Get locked down with the Lure Lock Tackle Box. For more information, go to lurelock.com.
I had to come up in the front of the boat because Maddie wasn't catching any bass. No, we just went back to bass, folks.
And that was your first cast.
Yeah, all we could do was catch those 2 walleyes.
Have you seen it?
It's a beauty, Blake.
Ooh, now that is a beautiful bass.
There you go.
On the wet.
Oh, yay. I lost my wacko, but I got a big basso. Oh, that's a nice one. No, I decided that I'm going to come up and run the boat. No, I'm just teasing.
No, but that is a nice fish.
Isn't that a pretty bass?
Yep. Right up in the rocks, right?
Yeah, and you know, we're fishing right now in about 7 feet of water, and just casting parallel. That fish was just cruising the flats like we talked about earlier. Whoa! Did you see that jump there? That was cool, man. Wow, that was a neat jump. Oh, look at this guy, man. Whoa, that's cool, man. He's just dogging. Whoa, Blakey, Blake. Yeah.
Oh, no.
That is a beautiful smallmouth. Wow, that is gorgeous, man. Maddie B, you got to come back here and take a look at this, okay? Put her on spot lock. Come back and take a look. This is a gorgeous fish. Oh, yeah. Look at that, folks.
Wow.
That is a beautiful bass. That's 19, isn't it, Matt?
Yeah, it's pushing.
Matt, I want to keep my rod down. This is a bigger fish. This is a really nice fish, buddy. Holy cow. You don't want him to jump, right?
No, you want to keep him down for sure.
Holy cow, this thing is a brute. Okay, Blake. Okay, Blake. Okay, Blake. Nice. Yeah, way to go. Wow. That is a brute, Matt.
Wow, you're on fire.
Yeah, I know. But you know, it's funny, you know, we're running a shoreline, and you know, we're in 8-9 feet of water, but I casted right up to that pier.
Yeah.
And Matt
that's where they like to hide.
is a firm believer in that in the summertime.
Yep.
Matty B, this is Gord. You want to come back, buddy?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I don't want to get that hook in my finger there.
You got it?
Not quite. That's a big fish, Blake.
Wow, that is one of the biggest I've seen.
Well, I think it might be the biggest of the day, you know.
Yeah.
Matt's caught a few small ones.
Yeah.
But no, look at that. Hey, Matty, how big is this one, buddy?
18-incher all day.
Yeah, isn't that a beautiful bass?
Finally!
What happened there, Matt?
Something was eating up there and it was busting. I told Blake to zip it up there. She made a perfect cast and boom.
Right.
So he was feeding on minnows?
Yeah, he was up there busting something and all of a sudden I seen him come up and that's awesome. Shallow water like this. And that was just awesome.
Hey, Blake, you know, you've been doing this 2 years now. You're getting to be a pretty good caster, but accuracy is important in this type of fishing.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Especially since we're not getting so many like at once. You know, it's always 1 or 2 an hour, so you want to really make sure you're casting in the right places.
Folks, we just made another move, and we're on a very steep shoreline here. You can see that we're real close to shore, and we're actually in 15 feet of water. Now, this is the type of spot, Matt, that you guys can cast into the shoreline, and I can cast a jerk minnow and work it for walleyes and fish both species at the same time, right?
Yeah, John, in summertime, I love that presentation. Someone working in, somebody working out, 2 different presentations. You figure out where these fish are, and it's just a great 1-2 punch system.
Ooh.
Matty B, what is-
There's a jumpy jump.
Is it a big guy?
That's a nice fish.
Yeah.
Hopefully the folks got to see that at home.
Oh, we
See that sheer power right there?
talked about the fact,
Wow.
you know,
that's
fishing
Right
in,
on the
fishing out.
break, right where he's supposed to be.
And you know, again, folks, next to the shoreline, as close as we are to the shoreline, that fish was in 12 feet of water, right?
Yeah, right on the break. Look at that weenie worm.
Nice, Matt. Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check this out, folks. This is a great deal. You buy a Rapala lithium cordless fillet knife and you get a $25 Fleet Farm gift card. Again, a $25 Fleet Farm gift card with the Rapala lithium cordless fillet knife. Nice job, Matty.
Man,
Ooh.
that's a good one.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a good one. Dip 'em.
Oh, yeah. That's
Wow.
almost as big as the one I caught earlier.
But not
I'll
quite.
tell you what, I got you trumped by a 1/4 inch.
No,
Suck the weenie in.
that was by the wood, huh?
Yeah, that fish is just right there, literally in between the tree and that boat right there on that rock.
That's the other one. That's right by
Next
that
cast.
same log.
Out of that
It's
tree.
That same log. Oh my, oh my. Where's that net there, Blake? Look at that fish there. Wow. Oh yeah. So
Loving it. Next cast.
that will happen when you got wood in the water, right?
Oh yeah.
No, that is interesting.
Boy, is that fun.
And I wouldn't have even bothered to cast back into that same wood.
John, I've seen it. I mean, dock, wood, you catch 3, 4, up to 5 fish off of one dock, off of one tree.
Yes, Matt, Johnsonville is known for their brats, but they also have the best Italian sausages in the country.
Yummy.
Yeah, all you gotta do is cook them for about 20 minutes on a low to medium heat. You don't want to break the skin and you let those Johnsonville juices out. Take a bite.
Right. Those are so good. You know what else I love?
What?
My wife April cuts this up and puts it in spaghetti. It's outstanding.
That does sound good. Look for Johnsonville Italian sausages at your favorite retailer today.
He's a good one.
Oh, Blake! That's number 3 off that tree. That is number 3 off of that tree, folks.
Number 3,
Sure
one
there.
tree.
Oh, is this a big one, Matty?
Oh,
I can't see him.
he's a good one. He's an 18-incher.
All right, Blake.
I've been waiting for this
Oh, is he
all
a good
day.
one?
Well, that is amazing to me that you got 3 big smallmouth, or 2 big smallmouth and 1 medium under the same tree.
Man, this one is a fighter.
He pulls like a
Blake,
freight train,
that's-
doesn't he?
Okay.
Let's go.
Wow.
All right,
Oh.
Blake. There you go. That's bigger than
High
the one
fiver.
Matt just caught. That is
Oh,
a
look at
lot
this
bigger
fish.
than the one Matt just caught.
That is crazy though that there was
Random. Yeah.
3 of them right by that tree.
Yeah.
I got her.
And
Wow.
so what they're feeding on little minnows in there,
Well,
crayfish or
I
whatever.
think these are on crayfish. These fish with all,
Clearly
with
they
all
like
the rock.
wacko though.
Yeah, nice job. Blake.
Crushed it. Man,
Yeah.
this has been a really fun day.
All right, Matty B.
that rock.
Matty B.
John, this is a good fish.
All right.
Good fish.
Oh, yes it is. Yes it is, man.
Wow.
Don't lose this guy, man.
Look at that. Back reel him.
Don't
Back
lose
reel
him,
him.
buddy. Ooh, is that a gorgeous bass? Holy moly.
It's a tank.
Wow.
Don't lose him. Blake.
that
Oh
one,
my
dip
gosh.
him. Yes.
Look at that
fish, man.
Wow.
Not quite as big as the biggest one I caught, but pretty
Yeah,
close.
this one's probably got you by about a pound.
That's a beautiful fish, Matty B. And that's drop shotting, right?
Yeah, drop shot, and
Now
gosh,
show
I
the
love it.
people how that works. So you're the weenie worm is in the fish's mouth,
Yep, with the hook.
and then about a what?
I got about a foot below, I got the sinker.
Okay, and so the sinker hits the bottom, and that weenie worm is a foot off the bottom, and you jiggle it.
And you shake it, and you always have to keep a taut line, and I keep my rod at a 45, and you don't over reel. That's the biggest mistake people make when they drop shot is they reel too much.
Hold that out. I mean, hold them up
Yeah,
nice.
that's a beast.
And that's just, these are just mega bass, aren't they?
Oh, awesome. The Kalen's Google Eye football jig features a built-in glass rattle that creates the deadly combination of sight and sound. Its shockwave rattle system has been designed to call fish in. The lifelike rattle reflects light and adds a dimension like no other. Available in 3 sizes and 3 colors.
You can't choose the weather, but you can choose to dress for it. Blackfish Performance Wear provides the ultimate sun protection and cooling comfort. With Cool Core chemical-free cooling technology, Blackfish gear wicks sweat away from your body, so it evaporates quickly, keeping you cool, dry, and comfortable. And without chemical additives, it doesn't lose its cooling properties, even after repeat use and washing. When you need protection and comfort, choose Blackfish, because you can't choose the weather.
Today, we're checking out 2 new products, the Blackfish Aspire rain gear and the AquaJet washdown by Johnson Pump. No, not me!
This thing is powerful. This is fun. The AquaJet washdown by Johnson Pump provides the highest PSI in the industry. There's more than enough pressure to clean up what's left after a long day of fishing. Johnson Pump AquaJet pump kits, the most efficient and most powerful boat washdown kits available.
And the Blackfish Aspire rain gear kept me totally dry too. For more information on the AquaJet washdown, go to sbxflow.com.
Let us make this absolutely clear. The days of wasted casts and missed opportunities are over. New Mega Imaging takes fishing into the megahertz range for the first time, because higher frequency sonar means higher frequency of this. Without a doubt, it's the most detailed picture of the world below ever. And it's only from Humminbird.
Oh, Matty B, I'll tell you what an enjoyable bass fishing day we've had. You know that, pal?
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, you know.
Oh, he's bigger than I thought.
Yeah, that's a nice
I'm
fish.
surprised.
But hey, buddy, we got about an hour left before we have to head home. You want to go try a few walleyes for the end of the evening?
Yeah, some of that deep sandgrass and that 22 feet of water.
Yeah, but really, you know what you've proven to me again today, buddy? These deep, clear lakes around Land O'Lakes and around Eagle River, they got a lot of smallmouth.
Oh, and it's so fun. You got to get up here and try it.
Oh, you're gonna get our walleye for dinner. All right, buddy. We had such a great, bass day.
Right.
You moved to the deeper water. Blake, you better grab that
Oh, I
net.
love those head shakes.
I do too. That is fun.
Love them. I'll swing them.
Oh, he got it.
Let's see. You're gonna swing them? Nice.
This is like hunting out here. I mean, we're fishing a 22 foot basin, all deep sandgrass. And like you said, John, I got a big 3/8 ounce Google with the Jerk Junior, so it gets down really heavy.
Yeah.
And we're snapping it. You're fishing a little lighter system.
Right.
But we throw 2 casts, we slide down 10 feet, throw 2 casts, slide down, and we've gotten some walleyes doing it today.
Oh, back in the boat now. Blake, you're gonna have to grab that net for Dad there.
All right.
This is fun, man. Look at that clear water. Look at that.
Wow.
There's a beautiful
There you
walleye. Nah, but I mean, perfect day in northern Wisconsin.
It really has been.
Catch the bass and nice bass.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And the walleyes.
Yep.
And that's a fun way to fish them, folks, with that plastic and, just twitching them off the bottom like that.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm, John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2019 fishing contest.
Brandon Van Kuren of Cudahy caught this 55-inch muskie on the Fox River on a Meps. Dana Denker of Ashland boated this 41-inch lake trout on the Williams Fork Reservoir on a Rapella. Edward Stablé of Bowabic, Minnesota, caught this 69-inch sturgeon on the Rainy River on a nightcrawler. Trevor Wehrman of Howard's Grove caught this 32-inch walleye on Elkhart Lake on a leech. And this week's kids winners are Madeline Verbaten of Appleton caught this 23-inch smallmouth on the Green Bay on a jig. And Wyatt Flaw of Northfield, Minnesota caught this 31-inch walleye on Mille Lacs on a leech.
I go to Fleet Farm every week to find the hot new deals. Check out what I found this week. Free $20 Fleet Farm gift card with the purchase of a St. Croix rod starting at $89.99. And 15% off the Scum Lures on sale starting at $3.13.
You gotta get going home, buddy.
Yeah, I like catching these deep. Whoa! Look what's mingled
Look at the size of that perch, Matty B.
Well, they say that the walleyes and perch usually run together, don't they?
That is a giant.
And look at that. He's got a scar. Something was after him. That's a big
and
perch.
He hit that jerk minnow.
Yeah, look, it choked it.
Folks, that is a big perch.
That's 12 inches for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
The Fleet Farm free gift card event is happening now. Don't miss incredible deals on items like Wrangler jeans. Get a $10 gift card when you buy 2 pairs of select men's Wrangler denim jeans. Or buy $40 worth of Purina cat products and get a $10 gift card. And get a $150 gift card when you buy a Milwaukee M18 Fuel Super Sawzall or Circular Saw Kit. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Thank you very much, Matt. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, John Gillespie. Listen, man, and everything turns, yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, John Gillespie.